Good old YouTube Kids content. For years, there's been a bunch of videos created entirely for the algorithm of this children's version of YouTube, and they mostly get an insane amount of views. The Elsa and Minion stuff has been dying off in the past few months and moving elsewhere because the YouTube team have actually been dealing with them, but there's been some more weird popular shows recently to the YouTube Kids lineup. And no, I'm not talking about that shark song that's been going around everywhere for some reason. Oh my god, stop singing! Even though it's really catchy, stop getting in my head! One of the series that's become way too popular for its own good is none other than Johny Johny Yes Papa, which is already bothering me. Seriously, look at the title, and despite his name being Johnny, it's not spelled with two N's. Really annoying, but whatever. This became well known because of the YouTube Kids app, but people on Twitter have also been sharing clips, and let me tell you, this is an insane lineup of videos. It all began in 2009 with the release of Nursery Rhymes Johny Johny Yes Papa songs with lyrics for preschool kids, uploaded by Shamrock. Yeah, it goes that far back, and this is only the start of the insane journey. Over the next few years, the same series would be uploaded by different YouTube channels as they try to cash in on the Johny Johny Yes Papa hype. The animation, of course, was terrible, but little kids gobbled it up since it perfectly appealed to them. To be honest, most of this early stuff was pretty standard, like yeah, it was weird, but kids still enjoyed it. None of this compares to what happened in 2014 though. There was an apparently educational YouTube channel, and I say educational with a huge emphasis on the quotes, and this is where the series takes a turn for the incredibly weird. This channel's title was Educate Fun, but unfortunately it has been terminated and the original Johnny video is taken down. Rest in peace, old pal. Barely anyone knew ya, but you created an incredible video that would soon touch the hearts of many. Luckily, this clip was re-uploaded by 3 Smoke Patrick, and I'm just gonna give you a warning right now. This is legitimately messed up. Some things happen in this clip that aren't for kids, and how it got any views at all is crazy. So the original Educate Fun clip involves Johnny and his papa talking to each other in a kitchen that's apparently alive, and this feels like some episode of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Johnny, Johnny?
Yes, Papa.
Eating sugar?
No, Papa.
Telling lies?
No, Papa.
Open your mouth!
Ha, ha, ha.
With all the weird stuff going on, I assumed that maybe this couldn't get any worse. I mean, yeah, it felt like the strangest part of YouTube, but nothing could prepare me for what came next. Johnny opens his mouth to spit out eyes, which are moving, might I add, and this makes no sense. Okay, this isn't even the most disturbing part though. We see Johnny and his papa run around in circles as pigs, which is probably some sort of vision for some reason, and then Johnny walks to his papa prepared to eat him. But in the biggest plot twist of the decade, Papa picks him up, his mouth enlarges, and just eats his son right then and there. I'm sorry, what?
Ha ha ha!
Okay, that is enough YouTube for today. But we can't stop now. We're not completely through the Johny Johny Yes Papa lore, and I know you still want to see it all. I'm actually kind of curious too, so let's continue our horrifying journey into this YouTube Kids property. As time continued, Johny Johny Yes Papa went relatively unnoticed besides the unlucky kids who would come across it on the app, but there were still brand new songs and animations being added year after year. Earlier this month, it began getting popular when a viral tweet showed a clip, and by that point, everyone adventured through the rabbit hole known as Johny Johny Yes Papa. Several different YouTube channels have uploaded their own versions of the characters, and they're all pretty weird. Billion Surprise Toys has released some Johnny animation, but this time it's in a more modern style and not complete nightmare fuel like the Educate Fun video was. There's way too much weirdness for me to cover, so you should probably explore a little bit by yourself, but let's go over a few of these videos just so you get the main idea. Here we have Johny Johny Yes Papa, refrigerator remix songs for kids nursery rhymes, which of course has more than 100 million views because kids. It involves a refrigerator as he chats with his parents, and you know, I'm not even gonna question how their child ended up like this. It makes absolutely no sense, but whatever. Also, I'm trying to think of something else to compare this to, but it is legit just don't hug me, I'm scared.
Refrigerator, refrigerator, yes, Johnny. Do you have ice cream? No, Johnny.
Everything tastes great. Maybe we should wait before we put it on the plate, or it could be too late.
Most of what goes on in this video is relatively normal, and I use that term loosely, at least compared to Johnny's papa eating his son in the earlier one. Oh, and who can forget the all-time fan favorite classic video, Babies Play Peekaboo to Surprise Daddy, Johny Johny Yes Papa song, ball pit show for kids. This is a piece of media that's inspired so many people over the years, and it helps society as a whole move forward. We start off in a weird house and then see a bunch of babies. No, this isn't the Rugrats. It's Johny Johny Yes Papa. Some balls are being shipped to the house because apparently this family is so rich that they can afford to have an entire room dedicated to a ball pit. We get an incredible conversation similar to what happens in just about every video featuring this nursery rhyme. You all know the one. Come, sing with me. Johny Johny, yes Papa. Where are you? I am here, Papa. Up to something? No, Papa. Open the door. Oh boy, you guys, the door is opened and Papa's officially gotten bamboozled by Johnny and his friends. We then hear lots of kids cheering in the background, which makes sense because their entire house literally just became a ball pit. But the strangest part about all this is that Papa is completely fine with this new reality. He doesn't even realize he'll have to clean up the entire mess, because the now ball pit used to be a normal living room where people, you know, lived? Oh yeah, and the animation in this video is just really strange. While it may not be as crazy as that other nightmare-fueled one from 𝐁𝐿𝐿 Fun, this 𝐁𝐿𝐒 nursery rhymes video still has some weird stuff. For example, every single character is way too happy. Your house just got absolutely ruined. Why are you smiling, Papa? It's gonna take a long time to clean everything up so it can actually be a house once again, but I guess you have a magic button that just resets everything, don't ya? Well, you don't even exist, so of course you have access to that button. Lucky Papa. Maybe you thought the 𝐁𝐒 Johny Johny Yes Papa lineup would end with that single video, but nope. They gotta cash in on the nursery rhymes hype with kids, so of course we have several others. Here we have Johny Johny Yes Papa family song for babies, 𝐁𝐒 TV nursery rhymes and songs for children, which is already a terrible title because it's so generic. That could literally be applied to basically any video like this one. It goes pretty much how you'd expect, but with a nice M. Night Shyamalan twist. There's a mini dinosaur here and ready to party! Why? Because, dinosaurs are cool and kids like dinosaurs. Yeah, that's a good enough reason to include them here. What's special about this video in particular is that it's a crossover of epic proportions as we see the various different parents in the 𝐁𝐒 Johny Yes Papa lore that all come together to ask their kids the age-old question, telling lies? Much like the ball pit 𝐁𝐒 video, everyone here is unrealistically happy. I guess it's understandable though, because they have cute dinosaurs walking around their house like nothing is wrong with that. Not gonna lie, I'd be smiling this much too if I had a pet dino. Continuing our epic nursery rhyme journey, let's move on to Johny Johny Yes Papa, the best song for children, Lulu Kids. Best song? I don't know. That's a pretty bold statement considering all of the others have been absolute masterpieces, but if you say so, I guess I'll check it out. Johnny skateboards to the kitchen because why not? Gets ready to put that good old sugar in his mouth and let's go! Papa makes his incredible appearance to the audience. This one looks older than most other versions of the character, but he just seems like a nice wholesome guy, you know? Johnny still has some tricks up his sleeve as he heads back to the kitchen after Papa's sleeping, but then uh-oh, Papa somehow woke up in that short minute and stopped the sugar eating from happening once again. But fear not. The very end reveal is that this iconic baby managed to get a bunch of his sugar cubes to devour. He's in his crib and winks at the camera. Oh guys, Senpai noticed me? Yes, Johnny, you're the best. While this overall video is pretty generic and nothing about it is too noteworthy, I I'd say the absolute worst part is the number of people watching. How on earth does this have more than 1 billion views? Well, it's because YouTube's algorithm favors it, but then we go to a follow-up question. How does YouTube's algorithm favor this? Plus, there are a ton more likes than dislikes, which is sad to see because you know a bunch of little kids browse the YouTube app and then get recommended this low effort video. Then they say, yeah, I like Johny Johny Yes Papa, yay! 1 billion views! Another Johnny entry involves dancing to the same tune as the shark song I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, and this is probably where I should stop.
Eating sugar.
At this point, I've seen a little too much Johny Johny Yes Papa, and it's actually just taken away my brain cells. I don't want to watch anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm just gonna go now. This is the end of the video. You don't have to watch anymore. If you really do want more, you can search for the clips yourself, though be prepared for very weird things.
Ha ha ha!
My nightmares tonight are not gonna be fun. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.